Alright everyone, here we are. We're playing Everdell, and we are playing with the Pearlbrook expansion. I've got the game all set up here for a two-player event. This was sent to us by Starling Games. Actually, we picked it up at Gen Con from them. And, well, we're going to get this game started to show you how it works. Now, Everdell's been out for a little while, but Pearlbrook is the expansion that has been recently released, and there are a couple of other expansions that are on Kickstarter as well that you could check out. So we're going to demonstrate how Pearlbrook does incorporate with the base game. Now, if you're not familiar, there's several aspects of this board, and there's a little bit more here that's off camera that I'm going to veer the camera up to here in just a second. I've mainly got it down here because we are going to be creating cities for each one of the players with the cards that they have, and that'll be the main focus of the game, not so much on the board. But regardless, let's kind of go up here a little bit. If you can see, there is like a giant tree. And up here, these are special event cards. And let me show you real quick. In fact, here's a really good one. For instance, as long as you have 2 of each of these variety type of characters in your city, then you could place one of your workers here to claim this, and it would be worth 9 victory points at the end of the game. There are 4 different one of those. They do have like certain requirements. For instance, this one would say you'd need a doctor and a postal pigeon to be able to claim it. And then you would get 3 victory points, and then for each husband and wife pair in your city, you'd get 3 victory points. So it kind of just gives you bonus points. They're not necessary, but at the same time, you could get something good out of it. All right, now up here is extra workers that we're going to get. So we do start in the winter season. That's what we're in right now. And then each player is going to, on their own, progress through each season. So in spring, summer, and autumn. And as you do, you're going to gain extra workers that are going to join your clan, and you're going to get other little special abilities. Like when you go into spring, you're going to be able to activate all your production in your city. When you go into summer, you're going to be able to draw more cards, and when you go into autumn, you get to activate your production again. So with that said, let's put the camera back down, and if we do go up to those spaces, I'll make sure I make a comment on it, or we will even put the camera up there again to kind of show that we are up in that location. Now this is the main board. This is where most of the action is going to take place. Now there are locations that you're going to be placing your workers to be able to gain extra resources or cards, or to be able to acquire monuments, or in this case with the expansion, you're going to be sending your little froggy over there across the pond, and they're going to visit, what are these called exactly? I believe that they are called river destinations, and 2 of them will be considered locations, and 2 of them will be considered citizen. That'll make sense as we play the game. Up here in this corner here is a location where you can pay any 2 type of resources and discard any 2 cards to be able to gain a pearl. Pearls are very difficult to acquire, but in the case right here with these 4 locations, as long as you have built these types of characters in your city already, you can take advantage of them with your frog residents. So for instance, down here, as long as you have built 2 characters in your city that have like this hobo pack, it's like a back, I don't really know exactly what that would be called. I'm sure there's a technical term in the game, but it's basically the stick with the bag on it, like if you're hitchhiking or whatever, which you always see. You can place your froggy resident here, flip this card over, you gain that pearl that is on this card, and then on the back side of that card, it's going to tell you something specific that you can possibly do that's special, that you can immediately do with your frog resident, or you could possibly do later as the card is turned up other players. There are forest locations here, and we do have 3 of them that are out. There's one over there as well. In a 2-player game, the 4th one will not be activated, but in this case you would get 2 pebbles and a card. Only 1 player can go into this location, even though there are 2 slots open, because we are only playing with 2 players. If we were playing with 4 players, the other slot would be open. This one here, you get 2 resources of any type. Over there you can discard a card, and then you can draw 2 cards from the top of the deck right there to replace it with. You do have a hand limit of 8 cards. Right here is the Meadow. You can either play cards from your hand, or you can draft them from the Meadow and play them into your city. Right here you can gain 3 wood, 2 wood and a card, 2 resin, a resin and a card, 2 cards and a coin, a pebble, a berry and a card, and just a berry. This is only open in autumn, and I'll explain how that works in autumn. Here, you can discard 1 card from your hand, but for every 2 cards that you discard, you would gain a resource of your choice. These are monuments. basically you have to pay whatever it is asking you to pay in order to be able to build it. They are very difficult to build, and there's a possibility we will never even build one, but just for reference, let's take a closer look at this. So this monument here is saying you have to pay a wood, a resin, a stone, and 2 pearls, and discard 2 cards, and then you would be able to build the cheapest, which is worth 10 points at the end of the game. The most expensive is worth 25. That is an extremely difficult one to build, though, because you need 3 pearls to be able to do it with, and pearls are very difficult to come across. You would almost have to strategize your whole game towards that. I do like how these fit on there and that the art actually lines up. It almost looks like it's not even a separate piece of the game board. You know, it fits in perfectly. All right, now with that said, why don't we get this party started, right? So let's go ahead and draw our cards. This player will be first player because they only start with 5 cards. This player starts with 6. Now, we do get 2 of these cards here. These are called adornment cards, okay? Now, you have to pay a pearl, typically. It shows you right there what the cost of the card is, and then you get special abilities. We will cover these whenever we get to that. So we're not going to worry about it because we don't even have any pearls yet, okay? Okay. This is the type of card. This is the cost of the card. This tells you how many cards of that type are in the deck, description of what the card does, how many victory points it's worth, and basically this just tells you the type, type of character it is. You can only have 1 type of each unique character in your city, but there will be common ones. There are buildings, or there are characters, and in this case this is a construction or a building, and that's a common, so you can have as many of the general stores as you want, but if it's a unique one you can only have 1 copy of. So alright, let's see. So typically you're not going to be able to build anything right off the bat because you don't start with anything. So with that said, let's gather some stuff up. So what you want to do is look at your cards and you want to try to gather resources in accordance to what you would possibly want to try to build. I would like to try to build this storehouse. This would be awesome. So let's see what we need. We need 1 wood, 1 resin, and 1 stone to be able to build that. Well, why don't we go to this location right here. That means that I get any 2 resources of my choice. And in this case, I think I'm going to take a wood and a resin. So let's grab a wood and a resin. And we're going to place them right there. And that would be it for this player right now. So we're going to go over to the other player. Let's see what they got. Alright, so they have a chip sweep. You kind of want to build these, if you can, early in the game, because not only are they good for gathering resources immediately, but they also activate again at the end of this season, which is going to give you the ability to gather even more resources. So you want to try to get as many of those out as early as you can. Let's see here. I would like to get this farm out. So this farm requires 2 wood and 1 resin to be able to put out. So we need 2 wood and a resin. So why don't we take our worker and let's place him right there and let's gather. You know what? We're going to go here and we're going to gather 2 wood and we get to draw a card. So we're going to take that right off the top of the deck. Okay. Okay, let's go back over to this player over here. All right, we needed a stone, I believe, right? Yes, we need 1 stone. So, where would I like to get that? I think this would be the best spot. This will give us 2 pebbles and 1 card, so we'll draw our card off the top of the deck. Ooh, that's a good one. I like the crane. And let's get our 2 stone. There we go. So now we're going to go back over to this player, and I believe he needed resin. Yes, 1 resin. So let's take our character and let's grab 2 resin. So right there. So let's go back over to player 1. So player 1 now, let's see, I could build this. And I think we will. So we're going to build the storehouse. Alright, so to be able to build the storehouse, it requires 1 wood, 1 resin, and 1 stone. So let's put those out. And we have now built it. So what it says, and you get to do this immediately, place either 3 wood, 2 resin, 1 stone, or 2 berries on this storehouse from the supply. Now this is a specific location that is only for me, and whenever I go onto that spot, basically just like if I was playing any of my other characters out, I get to take those resources off of here and claim them. So now I have to decide, what do I want to put on there? 3 wood, 2 resin, 1 stone, or 2 berries. Well, let's see. We sure do have a lot of characters, don't we? Because characters will always require food. Buildings always require this other stuff, which I do want to get that crane out because that crane is pretty sweet. I think we kind of need some berries. So why don't we just put a couple of berries on there for now. Okay, so put our berries on the storehouse like that. Now that is a resource I already have, so we're just going to leave that to the side. So let's go back over to this player. And they should have everything they need now to build their farm, which they do. So we're going to put the farm down, and we're going to pay the 2 wood and the 1 resin. And in this case with the farm, you will immediately gain a berry, and then each time the production icon is activated, you're going to gain another berry. So we'll gain a berry for that. So we're going to put that down right there. Okay, and then we're going to do our best to try to keep these cities separate from one another. You can have a total of 15 cards down in your city, but it can be a little difficult given the fact that we do have the camera and only so much room to work here to get everything in focus. I want to build this crane. So this crane is going to cost 1 stone, and then it says when playing a construction, you may discard this crane from your city to pay that construction for 3 fewer resources of your choice. So this is a good card to basically be able to build another building basically from the meadow or from your hand for 3 less resources. That could be pretty darn awesome. Alright, so let's go back over to this player. And I'm not sure they can really do anything much more, because we need... Well, this one's free. So it says, move this pirate ship to an empty space in an opponent's city. Then gain a resource and a coin per pearl that opponent has to a maximum of 3. Well, they don't have any pearls, so there's no sense in playing this one yet. So let's hang on to that run right now. But it would be free to play. Did you notice that? I did. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so I think this player is... Oh, you know what? Hang on. Alright, so what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to play this card for free. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why. So, this is a location card. And if you notice down here in the very bottom corner, it tells you husband, wife, right? What that means is that this card is directly related to the character card of the husband and wife. Every location card, for the most part, has a character that they link to. And in this case, it's going to be the husband-wife. So what that means is that I can play the wife down for free. Now, unfortunately, she's not going to give me anything of benefit other than victory points. She is worth 2 victory points, but if I can get a husband card down, she will be worth 5 victory points, which could be very beneficial. So let's put her down like that, and that costs nothing, but because I did use that location for that, I do have to close it off. So if I do get another wife or a husband, I'm not going to be able to then play again off of that farm. I'd have to play another farm to be able to do that with. Let's head back over here. All right, so we got a big decision to make with this guy here, because he does have the capacity to activate this crane, which means we could build something like, I don't know, the university here, which is basically, it does link with the doctor, and it does say discard a critter or a construction from your city, gain resources equal to that card's cost, then gain a resource and a gold. Oh, that's good stuff. This is where the game gets really, in my opinion, fun and very brainy. So that was linked with a doctor. Now, if I had a doctor in my hand, I would say that's an absolute no-brainer. Or if there was even a doctor out here, I would say that's an absolute no-brainer. But seems how there's not, then you have to try to possibly look for something a little bit different so that you could you really do want to try to link these. What I think I would like to do is destroy the crane and use its ability. So let's discard the crane out of the game, and let's use it to build the farm for free, because it will basically give me these 3 resources. That's going to be a production, so that's going to give me a berry for free right off the bat. So we'll put that right there. All right, let's head over to this player again. Now I think this player is done. If we had one more resource, I would actually, we could do that still. Do we want to? That's a big decision. And I'm going to say we do. We're going to choose these two right here. We're going to get rid of our resin and our berry. We're going to put our frog over here. We're going to discard these two cards, those two resources. And in exchange, we're going to take a pearl. So we'll take a pearl from here, play it in front of us just like that. Let's head back over to here to this player. And they can't do that because unfortunately they don't have another resource to gain. So in this case, I think they're pretty much done. So we're going to pass with this character. We're going to go into the next season. All right. Now, when we do that, I'm going to pull the camera up here real quick. Okay. Just to remind you, we get an extra worker. So we're going to pull it off from up here. We're going to put it in front of us. We're going to recall our workers from the board. And this is something that will happen at the end of each round, but it will be a little bit different each round. So I recall all my workers, and now I get to activate all of my production cards that are in my city. That's what this little icon here means, okay? So let's bring the camera back down. Let's see what all production cards I have in my city. There we go. We have 2 of them. And that's exactly why you want to build these if you can in the first season, because then you get to activate them again. So in this case, I'm going to gain 1 berry. And in this case, I get to once again put resources on this storehouse. So my choices are, I can put either 3 wood, 2 resin, 1 stone, or 2 berries. Well, what we need to do, and I should have replaced this card. I apologize. Oh, another wife. That'd be good, because he can use the wife now. Sure do need a lot of berries, huh? That's pretty cool. When playing a critter, you may discard this inskeep from your city to decrease the cost by 3 berries. Oh! That allows us to build him easier. And we've already got the berry to be able to build him. He needs resin and stone for extra victory points at the end of the game. So whenever it's a flower icon here, you know that that's an end game victory point condition. So I think we are going to go for the resin. Let's put 2 resin on him. So, okay, there we go. All right, so now we go back over to this player here, and I think they're going to be forced to do the same thing because they don't really have any cards left. Now, what they can do, and this is now we can talk about this because they do have a pearl, is they could use, what are these called again? Adornment cards. They could use one of their adornment cards. So this is what it costs to be able to activate it. In this case, it's just 1 pearl for each one of these. It doesn't matter, but they give you special abilities. So in this case, the Gilded Book. Gain resources equal to the cost of any one of the scroll areas. It's a scroll, so it'd be a scroll instead of a flower or a, well, a plant in your city. Unfortunately, we don't have any of those, so let's not even worry about it. This one here says you may take the action of any one forest location and gain an additional resource. 1 victory point for each critter in your city at the end of the game. It doesn't have any critters yet, but that could be awesome. So if I wanted to do that, I could take advantage of any one of these. Is there a card I would want to build? I mean, this would be pretty cool because if I could get 3 berries, I mean, I could really... I don't think I can get 3 berries, unfortunately. I don't see anywhere where I'd be able to get 3 berries. But could I build something from up here, possibly? Could I be able to draw cards and stuff like that? I'm trying to think. Let's see. It seems like I should be able to get... Oh, right there. What about that one? Did it say of any forest? What did it say? It did say forest. Oh, so that could give me the 3 berries I need. And then we can put out the chip sweep, which should activate any one production, which, I mean, it's just going to give me extra berries. I only got 1 of those, but is it something I should think about doing? I don't know, because it seems like we want to try to get other buildings out if we possibly can, like the courthouse, because that would give me 2 stone, a wood, and a resin. I think we should go that route. So let's go ahead and pay for the hourglass. Let's do it. And we'll spend that. It just stays face up just like that. And let's activate this one right here. We're going to take 2 pebbles and... Yeah, we'll take 2 pebbles and a card. So, let's get 2 pebbles. So many hard choices. Now that one I could have taken 2 resources of my choice, but I think I'm just going to go with the 2 pebbles. So 2 pebbles and a card. So we'll draw at the top of here. Let's see what we get. Oh, you may pay 2 of any type of resource to gain an equal amount of resources. That's not too shabby, right? Alright, so let's head back over here. Now, remember, this character now is in spring. They've already come out of winter, they're in spring. They're just going to keep going. And that's one thing that's kind of neat about this game, is that you don't have to wait for each player to get to the end of the season. No, you just keep rolling. So, let's see, they've got all their workers back now, their space is open. I do have a farm out now. We should try to maybe build the general store, so gain berries, gain a berry. If you have a farm in your city, gain an additional berry. It costs 1 resin and 1 stone to build. We do not have any stone. Let's go to this location. Let's grab 2 stone. And a card. Okay. Fairgrounds. Draw 2 cards. Sweet. We could definitely do that. Remember, you do have a hand limit of 8 cards. That's very important to remember. This character here, I think, is finally going to be done so that they can pass. So, whenever we pass, we're going to grab our worker from up here, like what we did with the other player. We're going to recall our workers from the board, just like that. And we're going to activate our production, and in this case, it'll just be 1 berry. So, let's grab our berry. Okay. Head back over here. Alright. I'd like to try to build this fairground. But this one will be a little easier to build. Let's grab some more resources before somebody else does. Let's go right here and grab 3 wood. Okay. Alright, just like that. Okay. Now let's head back over here. Oh man, we need all kinds of stuff. Okay, let's see. That peddler's not too bad. Is there anything up here? The one thing that really drives me crazy about this game is that the print is so small. It is so difficult to be able to read, and that can be very frustrating. Let's see. Okay, no, I don't really have anything that's linking up with anything else. Now, one thing that is nice about Critters is they will tell you what card they will link up with construction-wise at the top, and then the construction cards will tell you down at the bottom, so of how to link together. But it could still be kind of a burden to read. I mean, that says judge there. I mean, unless you get that card right up in your face. I'm 44 years old. My eyes don't work as good as they used to. Regardless, let's see. We need some berries. But that's not really going to give us a whole lot. I'm not crazy about that one. You may pay up to any type of 2 resources to gain an equal... Now, see, this one is kind of cool, and it would activate immediately. But it's only kind of cool, in my opinion. It's not, like, really cool. I would like some better cards, is what I think I would like, to be honest with you. Let's see. I'd like some construction cards. Why don't we do this? Let's put our frog guy up here. And let's pay any 2 type of... You know what? Let's not do that yet. Hang on. Let's do something else. Let's go here. Let's gain 2 wood and a card. That would be a better idea. Okay. And ends keep. Now that's the same one that he's got. That could be pretty good. Possibly. Alright. Let's see here. What do we want to do? I'd like to build this one. That's 1 wood, 2 resin, and a stone. Is there any cards I really don't? Let's build him first. Let's pay 1 berry to build him. And when I feel like it, I might use him to be able to play another critter from my hand. So let's head back over here. And we're going to do the same thing with him. We're just going to pay 1 berry, put him out. Okay, let's head back over here. Okay. Alright, so when playing a critter, you may discard the sense keep from your city to decrease the cost by 3. He is 4. And oh God, I should have played him for free when I had the stinking crane out. See, that's the little things I sometimes miss. And that drives me crazy because I had discarded the stupid crane, remember? Right there. That would have allowed me to play the architect out for free. Oh. And see, I do that all the time in this game, unfortunately, because I play a card and then I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm good. And I stumble over that. And that is so frustrating. I almost feel like I should put him out anyways, but no take backs. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just put him there and claim all them resources off our storehouse. There we go. Okay. Oh, I am so frustrated I did that. I'm such a poor teacher. Alright, I don't like his cards at all. I would like to do something better. So this one says here, discard any card, then draw 2 cards for every card discarded. Sounds good to me. So I'm going to discard all 3 of these. I don't want any of them. And then we're going to draw 6 cards. And we'll try to get something better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Maybe we'll get something a little bit better rolling here. So let's head over there. Maybe we'll find a husband for our wife. And then they have little mouse babies. Alright. Let's see here. So a stone and a resin. I will gain a berry, and then I'll gain 1 additional berry because I have a farm out. So that'll be 2 berries I'll gain for a resin and a stone. And then I get 2 berries. Okay. Alright. Head back over here. Ranger, Arbor. If you have at least 2 pearls, you gain... Oh, nice. 2 resources of your choice. Well, that's tough, though. Now, that could be good. Gain 2 wood for each farm in your city, which we have 1 farm. A school. Would have to... Let's, for each common critter in your city, which right now I just have 1, the wife, but I could get more. Pirate ship, of course. Okay, let's see. We could try to build a 2nd farm. I mean, there's nothing that stops us from doing that. The twig barge. Is the twig barge up there anywhere? Of course not. Twig barge. Okay. Reveal 2 cards. You may play 1 up to 3 for free. Discard the other. Repair that. That postal pigeon's pretty cool. Alright. I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I want some resin, though. The Arbor, that would be the shipwright, which he's not out there either. None of these cards are linking very well. And that's another thing that does drive me a little crazy, to be honest with you. I'd like to build a school, if I can. So let's do this. Let's put him there. Let's gather 2 resin. Okay. Let's head back over here. Let's see. One wood, 2 resin, and a stone. I would need another resin. Can't do that. Let's, I'm going to get rid of the Inn's Keep. And I'm going to build the postal pigeon for free. It says reveal 2 cards. And then you may play 1 worth up to 3 victory points for free, and then discard the other. So we're going to play that. We're going to reveal 2 cards from the deck. Okay. I could do a general store or a teacher, and then that would give me another card. That's a lot of berries. I want to do general store. Nah, it's only worth 1. Let's do teacher. Should have been a card. Go back there first. Oh, the twig barge. Huh. Okay, and then that says draw 2 cards, keep 1, and give the other card to an opponent. The shepherd. You may pay 3 wood to gain. Place a coin on this chapel, then draw 2 cards for each coin on this chapel. I don't see a shepherd anywhere. I don't believe I have a shepherd. Wood carver. Do I have anything that will allow me to build a wood carver for free? Yes, right there, the Storehouse. We're going to take that one. We'll give him that one. Okay, so now that would end his turn. Let's head back over to here. And he could play this one now to play a critter for 3 less. The queen would be pretty sweet. Let's try to get that queen. We need berries. Oh. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's build another farm. So that'll be 2 wood and 1 this, and that will give me a berry immediately. So let's put that there. Okay, let's head back over to here. Let's see. Got tons of resources. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is, we only need 3 for this. Oh, he could have went there. I should have probably done that with him. Let's just send him there. So that does give you a pearl, and then you flip this over. Okay, reveal and discard 1 of the flower icon. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly what the name of that would be. Hang on, that would be a prosperity, so it'd be a prosperity character. From your hand to gain 1 coin and 1 pearl. So if I have one of those, so reveal and discard 1, I do, the architect, and I'm going to do it. So I'm going to discard him. That's going to give me a coin and another pearl. That's pretty awesome. Okay, that worked out well. Let's head back over here. I should have done that with him. That was my fault. It's because I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those type of production ones out. That means he could have done it. 2 critters, 2 scroll, 2 hobo. I call them hobo. Right, let's see here. So the twig barge is right there now. We really could use that twig barge. Oh, let's see. I don't think there's any way that I can gain resources though, because all I have is my frog and he can only go into the water spots, unfortunately. That pearl would have been very beneficial. So we need to build the twig barge, which would be a wood and a stone. We have the stone. What's our other card do? Gain resources equal to the amount of... We do have a scroll in your city. We could try to do that. Let's do it. So let's put him up there. We're going to discard 2 cards. Let's see. And we got to discard 2 resources. We're going to discard the ranger. Oh, it's so difficult to figure out what you want to discard. Let's just get rid of the dumb pirate ship. Oh, actually the pirate ship. Hang on, wait. Oh, why didn't I think about that? Okay, so actually it's a place you got to go to activate it. Yeah, let's just do what I was thinking. So let's discard those 2. If I put him there, let's discard 2 resources. Let's do a berry and a stone, and that gets us a pearl. Okay, let's head back over here. Alright. Got lots of stuff. So let's see what our cards are here. Gain 3 berries. Also draw a card for every critter in your city. We don't have any critter. Oh, actually, we have, sorry. We have 1 critter. 2 critter. We have 2 critters. So I can draw 2 cards too. You may activate 2 of your hobos in your city. I have only 1 hobo. Oh, that actually could be good. But it says I could activate 2 of them. I'd like to get another hobo out there before I would activate him. Well, let's see here. And I've got a lot of them that need... Oh, we're just going to play our wood carver, because the general store, or the storehouse, I mean, the wood carver goes with him. So that means I could play him for free. I'll show there that it's been activated. You may pay up to 3 wood to gain a coin for each. Let's pay, what the heck, let's just pay all 3 wood. And we'll get 3 more coins. They're worth victory points, basically. Alright. And then that would be it. So let's go back over to here. Okay. So as we're thinking about doing this, and that would only give us 1 resource. It's not really much we're going to be able to do with. Yeah, let's do it. So let's pay the pearl to activate that. We're going to get a wood. Okay. Head over here. Okay. So 2 resin, 1 wood, 1 stone. I don't have any workers to be able to get that with. Let's see here. I don't really want to activate either one of those, to be honest with you. Only reason is because I think I kind of want to maybe save them for these monuments. Man, they're worth a lot of points, especially that number 3. So I think we're going to pass. We're going to go to the next season. So let's pull off our characters. Now we're going to take our character from the top of the tree, and we're going to be able to draw 2 cards for that. At the end of this season, we don't activate our production this time. We just get 2 cards instead. Head back over to here. So 1 more season left for this character. Well, technically 2, because they're going into the start of their season now. Let's see here. So we got what we need to build that. We'll put a barge. That gives us 2 wood. So take our 2 wood, put it there. Let's head back over to here. Okay. So we could use some wood. So let's place our character here. Gather 3. That should have came out, sorry. Let's head over to here. Okay. And I think that's going to be it for you, pal. So, oh no, I'm sorry. Because he can build this for free now. Because the twig barge goes with this. So you get 2 wood for each farm in your city. We have 1 farm, 2 farm, so 4 farm we get for that card. 3, did I say 4 farm? 4 wood. And then that would be activated from that. Just like that. Alright, so let's head back over to here. Alright, let's see here. So we can technically play the wife for free because of the farm. So let's put her down. Just like that. Put a little token there to show that we did that. She doesn't give you anything, just in-game victory points. So let's head back over to this side. Okay. Alright, now I think this character is done. So we have no more critters to be able to pay anything for free. Yes, so with that said, we're going to pass with this character. Let's pull all our guys off. Grab our extra guy here. Oops. Throw him on the ground. Draw 2 cards. And we are now in summer for both characters. Sit back over here. Okay, let's see. A wood, 2 resin, and a stone. A wood. I only have 1 resin. I'd like to get that out there if I can. But let's try to get this other hobo out. So move 1 of your deployed workers to a new location. Ooh. That could be good. What's this guy do? Draw a card and gain a... Oh. He's a messenger? And he goes with a bridge. I don't see any... I haven't built any bridges. I've burnt them, but I ain't built them. Okay, so... I would like to also get some other characters out so that I can go to some of these other locations too. So he only takes 2 berries, so I'm going to make him. So boom, I'm going to put him out. He says draw a card and gain a coin. So, alright, so get another coin. Draw a card. Alright. The Undertaker! Discard 3 cards from the Meadow, replenish, then draw 1 card from the Meadow. Ooh, cool. I actually haven't seen him before. That's cool. Okay, so let's go over to here. We are now fresh, starting a new season. And he does have 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, he could go up there, and then he could get rid. Yep, we're going to send him to there. That means if you can get rid of, which I can, the wife that has the flower symbol, because I've already got one out, then you can get a coin and a pearl. I would like that. So let's do that. Okay. Set over here. All right. Takes 2 berries. Let's put a new one out first. Oh, the palace. The palace goes with the queen. I want to build that palace. Let's see. So that would take 3 resin, 3 stone, and 2 wood. I've got the wood. I need 3 resin, got 1 stone. Okay, let's go here. Let's get 2 stone and a card. Set over here. Shepherd, Minor Mole, Shipwright. We need a stone and a resin. Nope, just a stone. That way we can build this. Let's go right here. Let's get a stone. And let's take another resin. No, another stone. Let's take 2 stone. Okay. All right. Let's head over here. Okay. All right. I would like to build that, but we're not worried about that yet. I want to build this. So I want 2 more resin. So I'm going to go here, gather 2 more resin. Head over here. We got everything we need: a wood, a resin, and a stone. Okay, and that's going to immediately give us a stone. And then we can build the minor mole for free if we find him. Don't think I have a minor mole in my hand. I don't see him up there, but if he does come out, that could be a good thing. For here, we are now going to build the palace, which is 2 wood, 3 resin, 3 stone. Okay. And that will allow us to build the queen for free. So we want to make that happen. So we'll put that there. Yes, it's on camera. Good. Okay. Let's replace that card. Let's head back over here. Minor mole. What were the chances of that? All right, so we'll build him for free. Copy the production in an opponent's city. 1 production. So we'll build him for free because he links with the mine. Let's head over here. What production would we like to copy? Well, this here says you could pay up to 3 wood and you gain 1 coin for each. We'll do that. You get 3 coins. That worked out pretty well. Okay, let's head back over to here. Okay, that would be a resin and a stone, which I have neither of. So let's see. Okay, I have 2 of the hobos out. I'm gonna go here, get another pearl, flip this over, see what it says. Pay 1 coin and 1 berry to draw 3 cards and gain a pearl. Well, that sounds phenomenal. So, pay 1 coin and 1 berry. That bird tried to eat my berry. So, pay 1 coin and 1 berry to draw 3 cards. And I can fit exactly 3, so we're good. Okay. And gain another pearl. There we go. Pearls are worth 2 victory points for each one left over at the end of the game. So you kind of want to get as many as you possibly can, just for the hey. Whew. Let's put out another card. And he forgot he was going to take the queen on his last turn. But that's okay. 2 wood and a resin. Let's see here. Let's go. We have... we need more, like... unique cards. We have too much of the same. Okay. Right here, courthouse. That would be... Okay, so let's go here. Let's get one resin. And let's draw a card. There we go. Let's head back over here. Okay, let's see. One, two. Oh, he's just going to build the queen. So, the palace allows you to build the queen for free. So, we're going to put her there. She is worth 4 points as well. And the queen has a special spot that you can play a card worth up to 3 victory points for free. That's pretty sweet, right? So, let's put a new one out. There we go. Let's head back over to here. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so he's already went up there. He's already done that. We have 2 workers left to be able to place out. Okay. There's so much out here. It's so difficult to track. I could do another husband-wife combo. I'm going to do another wife right here. So, we'll put another wife out with this farm. I can't find a husband, unfortunately, and she's worth a lot more points if you can find that. So, regardless, we'll build a wife with it. How's that sound? So, let's put a new one out. And there's husband right there, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put only 15 in each city. There's 5 more that could fit here. How we're gonna fit 5? I don't know. We'll figure that out though, right? We'll do that together. Alright, so let's see here. We've got a lot of stuff. We need a lot of resources is what we need. Let's first check, see if we could build anything for free. So the shopkeep, do I have a shopkeep? I do not. Okay, so I can't build anything for free. Not worried about that, not worried about that. I wouldn't mind possibly building another farm. I'd like to build that. I do not have the capacity to get these resources though. Because I would need a resin and a stone, and I have neither. However, let's look at these. Let's see what we got. Gain 3 berries. Also draw a card for every critter in your city. You may reactivate 2 of you. I'm going to do this one. So we're going to spend 1 pearl. We're going to play this one. So we're going to reactivate 2 of my hobo people in my city. I want to reactivate my messenger. So I draw, well, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't draw a card, unfortunately. But I do want to activate him. He does give me a coin regardless. And then I will activate him, reveal 2 cards. You may, oh, actually, you know what? I might be able to draw cards. So reveal 2 cards. Actually, I'll reveal from here. So no, I would not be able to. Well, I guess I will play this down. So I'll play him down. Okay, he goes away. Now, let's head back over here. Let's see. Alright, so we can get this one down. I would like to try to get, I've got 1 scroll character down. I don't have any paw print characters. If I could get another scroll character down, there's a scroll there. That would take exactly what I got. Perfect. So let's do a resin. I think I did that on purpose. I think I knew that. I just forgot which one it turns. So let's build the courthouse. Gain a wood, a resin, or a stone after you play a construction. He links with a judge. Don't get all judgy on me. There's no judge out here. I don't think anybody has a judge. Let's see. Is there a judge in here? No. Okay. Let's head back over here. Alright. Let's see. Lots of cards. We do have a character. We're going to go... Okay. I want some... I think I just want to get some resources out of him. Let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have 8. So I'm not going to be able to draw a card. But I'm going to go here to get an additional 2 berries. Okay. Alright. Let's head back over here. I could have played a critter. I don't want to play any of those. Okay. Let's see. Still has 2 characters left over here. Try to get some more resources with. Let's see. Gain. If we can do a construction, then we'll get more resources back. If we get there. Alright. Let's grab some resources as well. So we're going to go here and just grab a stone. Okay. Let's head back over here. I'd like to build that husband, put it over there. He could use the husband too, now to think about it. I should have went for a berry right here. He's going to pass. And just collect all his guys back. He will get 2 extra workers for the final season. So they all go here. And you get to activate all your production cards. So let's do that real quick. Alright, first off, gain a berry. Put either 2 berries, 1 stone, 2 resin, or 3 wood here. I'm going to put 2 resin. Gain a berry, and if you have a farm, gain an additional, so get 2 more berries. Draw 2 cards, keep 1, give the other to your opponent. I don't believe I can keep any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. But regardless, I will discard. Oh, that would have been perfect. So I will. That's worth 3 points. I'll give him that one. Okay. You may pay up to 3 wood to gain 1 coin for each that you did. I will. I'll gain 3 more. Alright. Let's head back over to here. And that'll begin the last season for him. Okay, we do have still another character to place. And now that there's spaces cleared, we have a little bit more options now, which isn't necessarily good because I feel like I have enough to think about. I'm not sure if I need more things, more options. But regardless, we would like to build that husband up there. Unfortunately, we used both of our farms to already build the 2 wives. We need a couple of husbands. Let's see here. Gain, if you play critter, he takes 2 berries. We're going to get rid of the Inn's Keep. So whenever I do, when playing a critter, you may discard the Inn's Keep from your city to decrease the cost by 3. To gain the husband, who basically costs 3, he shares a space with the wife. They do not take up a unique space. They live together, as it should be. So, swing back over to here. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we need, do we have 2 critters out? We've got 1. If we can get 1 more of those. Do not have one here. We have some here though. Universities. That links with the doctor. I do not have a doctor in my hand. We don't have any scrolls. Okay, let's do this. So, play a card with 3 from your hand for free. Right there. So we're going to put 1 right here on our queen to activate her to be able to play this for free. That'll just let me draw 2 cards, but I don't really, I can only get 1. So I'll draw 2. Actually, I'll just draw 1. I can't draw the second one, unfortunately. Regardless, it is worth 3 points. Alright, so we're going to push these over this way a little bit. Okay, let's head over here. Alright, this person still has another, let's see here. We are going to place this character here, get 2 stone, and draw a card. Okay, let's head back over here. Okay, let's see. I'd like to get enough resources maybe to build one of these wonders. It's not going to be the easiest thing. Regardless. Let's see. Pay a coin and a berry, draw 3 cards and get a pearl. Don't really need that. Let's go here. Let's get 3 wood. Okay. Let's head back over to here. Alright, so we believe, let's see, a judge. Do we have a judge? No. Is there a judge out here? No. He's going to pass. Alright, let's go into the final season for him as well. Okay. Now, production. Copy a production card in an opponent's city. Let's see how many cards we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay. Let's see. So if we got 6, we could copy this one and just draw 2 cards. Kind of like that idea. Let's do that. Let's draw 2 cards. More options. More options is good. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's gain a berry. Gain a berry if paired with wife and you have at least 1 farm. Yes. Gain a berry. Gain 2 wood. Gain 2 wood for each farm. So that's a total of 6 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gain a stone. That's it. Okay. That's it over here. Last season for both of them. I like this. Okay. We want... we need some resin. Let's go here and let's grab 2 resin. Okay. Okay. I just want to block it off so that you can't use it. Let's go over here. Let's see. Okay. We need resin as well. Let's see. We have one of those. Okay. If we can get another one of these scrolls down. Shopkeep. Shopkeep goes with general store. General store. We don't have a general store out. That's only 2 berries. Let's play that down for 2 berries. Okay. And gain a berry after you play a critter. Sounds good. Okay. Over to here. Okay. Here we want to be able to go. Let's see here. We have one of those. We have a scroll. We have one of those. Let's see. Pay a coin and a berry to draw 3 cards again. No. Reveal and discard. Yep. Let's do that. We're going to send our frog to here. And we're going to reveal... we don't have one. We will not do that. Okay. Do we have another one of those? And then draw a card from Meadow. 2 berries. We're going to put down the Undertaker. We're going to put him right here. Okay. Let's go back over to here. Oh, sorry. Discard 3 cards from the Meadow, replenish, and then draw 1 from the Meadow. So let's discard 3. 1, 2, and 3. And 3. And now I get to take one. Let's see. Shopkeep started. Nope. None of them can be played for free. Let's see. University and Doctor. We will take the University because I could possibly play the Doctor for free. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, back over to here. Let's see here. Teacher and University, 2 of each. Ferry and a husband. Do I have a ferry down? I do not. I'm trying to see if I can build any of these up here. These achievement ones. But Doctor and a postal pigeon. I believe he has a postal pigeon. We need to have the Doctor. Okay. And then this would be Teacher University. Teacher University. Nope. Ferry and husband. If there was a ferry, right there. We need to build that berry. I tossed 3 berries to build the berry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We need pearls. Okay, let's see. We do have 2 of these down. We're going to send our frog over to here. We're going to collect that pearl. Let's turn that over. Let's see what it says. Location. Pay a coin and a wood to draw 2 cards and gain a pearl. Okay, so a coin and a wood. So there's my wood. There's my coin. And we get a pearl. And what else was it? Draw 2 cards. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can only draw 1. Okay. Okay. Let's head back over here. Alright, let's see. Whew, we are cooking with gas here, people. I know I have to be missing things because this is absolutely insane right now. I want to build this. That takes 1 resin and 2 stone. So let's go here. Let's get our 2 stone. Okay, let's head back over here. Okay. We haven't even played any of our workers yet over here. So what we're going to do is we are going to go, let's see, we need, oh, look, there's the ferry. 2 resin and 2 wood. We have our wood. Let's go there. Let's get our 2 resin. Okay, so over there. We are going to build, just in my hand, the university, which is 1 resin and 2 stone. Resin, 2 stone. Okay, and now we have built that. This says, discard a critter or a construction from your city to gain resources equal to that card's cost, then gain a resource and gain a coin. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see here. We want to build this. So, 2 wood, 2 resin. Let's put the fire down. Now, this does say open, which means that any character can take over this spot. Which means he could technically put his frog there if he likes. His frog's already deployed, no big deal here. So we are going to place that down though. So let's head back over to here. Let's see. We are going to build the doctor for free with the university because they link up. So let's put a little token there to show that that's been done. Just like that. You may pay up to 3 berries and gain 1 coin for each. We are doing that. And we're going to gain 3 coins. Man, this dude's rolling in them money. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No more cards can go into this person's tableau. Okay, let's see. We built this one. So we have the Ferry and the husband. So we're going to put a person up here. Ferry and the husband have been built. The Ferry and the husband. Romantic cruise. When achieved, you may search through the deck for a wife card and play it for free. Well, oh, whatever. Or you may gain 5 coins. Is that 5? Yeah, that's 5. So I'm going to put my character there. I'm just going to take the card. If it's all the same. Well, actually, I'll just leave it there. So I'm going to gain the 5 coins. Okay. Let's head over to here. Teacher and university. I have a university. I do have a teacher. We're going to go up to here. This one says, when achieved, you may place up to 3 critters from your hand beneath this event. For each critter beneath this event, you get 2 victory points. So let's see. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There we go. We'll put those up there. All right. So it looks just like that. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back down. Here we go, back over here. All right, so using up all our workers. This game's almost done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could build 4 more cards over here. If there was a king out, I would build this. There is a king out. We need to try to build this. We don't have any easy way to build it, but we just need 3 resin to make that happen. Let's try to make this happen somehow. How are we going to do it? We can do it here. You may discard 1 card from your hand. For every 2 cards you discard, gain a resource. So let's put 1 here. Let's discard 2 cards. 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of them. Let's grab 3 resin so that we can build this. Okay. All right. Back over to here. All right. have two critters. We're going to send him to there. We're going to get this pearl, flip this over, reveal. Reveal and discard 3 different colored cards from your hand to gain a coin and a pearl. I don't have that capacity, unfortunately. But I do have a pearl. Yay! So I have 1 worker over here. Let's go. Let's go back over to here. We're going to build this. That costs 2 wood, 3 resin, 3 stone. I'm going to place that right there. And that's a little off camera, so I'm going to place it here instead. Okay, let's head back over to here. Let's see here. We are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard 4 cards from our hand. And we're going to place our guy here. So this is only open in autumn. And what you do is you discard cards from your hand, and then you can place you there, and then basically you get points equal to wherever you're placed at the end of the game. So in this case, it'd be worth 4 points. I would not have the capacity to get any of these, so I'm not going to stress out about it, and I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to do exactly what you just saw me do. Gain 3 and draw 1 card for every critter in your city, and I may end up playing that. So let's head over here. All right. We have no cards. We do have 3 characters. However, we do have the castle, so we are going to build the king for free. Let's put a marker right there to show that we did that. Head back over to here. All right, how many critters we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to build this one. So we're going to gain 3 berries. Okay. And then we're going to pay our 1 pearl to do this. And then we get to draw a card. And, oh, I'm sorry, a card for every critter in your city. And then it's worth 1 point for every critter in your city. So how many did we say we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Head back over to here. He's almost done. We have no cards. We do have characters. Let's put a new card out to here. Another husband. Oh, we need berries so that we can get this other husband out, because we do have another wife. Ooh, we definitely need that. Let's see here. So I should have gotten a resource whenever I built the castle because of the courthouse. Remember, the courthouse does say you gain either a wood, of a resin, or a stone whenever you build a construction card, and I did. And the shopkeep says that you do get a berry whenever you play a critter, and I did that as well. So we're going to gain 1 berry. So let's do this. I'm going to put the king in the castle over to here. Okay. So 1 berry and a resource of my choice, but it has to be a resin, a wood, or a stone. Let's grab a resin. Sit back. No, I didn't take his turn yet. Alright, so let's see. We need the husband, so we need another berry. So let's go here. Let's get another berry and a card. Oh, we're going to be able to... No, we're not. Let's go back over here. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can play any... Well, we can't play anything. So he's done. So that'll be the end of this player. So pull his guys off. That'll stay up there. There we go. Alright, let's head over to here. Let's see. Do you have a card to shopkeep? Let's see. We want to build a husband, so let's pay 3. Let's get the husband. He's going to share this spot with this wife now, and we will gain another berry back for that. Let's put a new card out. Let's just stick to this. Let's see. So, postal opinion, 2 of each. We have to have 2 of everything. There's 2. There's 2. 1 critter. I don't think I have 2 of those paw print ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I could build another paw print looking one, which we could possibly build that one, would that give me enough to be able to build this one? So do I have 2 of the hobos? I do not, so that's not possible for me to do. Doctor and postal pigeon. I don't think I have doctor or postal pigeon. No, so I'm not going to be able to do any more of those up there, those into the end of the game kind of victory things. So, all right, so in that case, we just need points. So this one here is worth 3 points for 2 stone and a resin. I do have a resin, so I just need another stone. So let's go here, let's grab 2 more stone and draw a card. Okay. Don't forget, we still have these up here, and oh, you know what? Now that I think about that, put that back real quick. Because, now that I think about it, let's put those 2 stone back. I have 1 stone, 1 resin, 1 wood. So I have 1 wood, 1 resin, 1 stone, and I do have pearls. So I have 2 right there. We can get that one. Well, wait a minute. No. Yes, let's go here. Okay, we need 1 resin and 1 stone. Okay, and it's now we're going to place this guy here, which means you pay 2 wood, 2 resin, 2 stone, 2 pearls, and you get this. It's worth 15 points. Boop, just like that. All right, that'll end the game. Whew. Woo. So let's do final scoring. All right, so we do have a nice little pad here to be able to do it with. So we'll say this is player 1, and then we'll say player 2. So player 1's here, player 2's there. First thing you do is you'll add up the victory points on your actual cards. So we've got 1, 2, let's do it this way. Okay, so 1, that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we'll say 30. Okay, now we'll do it over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. Some of these are off camera, sorry. Prosperity, that's the ones with the flowers. So let's start here. So we have quite a few for this player. Let's move that over there. Okay. So this player has worth 3 points if paired with husband. I have 2 of those, so that's worth now 6. For each common construction in your city, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're at 10 points. 1 for each basic event you achieved and 1 for each special event. So that's 3 points because we did a special, which is a monument, and a, wait a minute, basic event. Well, I believe they should be considered special. So we're going to say 3. Okay, so that'll be 13 total points. I could be wrong on that. Let's head over here. 1 point for each unique construction. 3 if paired with a husband. She has no husband. Wow, that's it. So, unique construction. 1, 2, 3. So just 3. Events, that would be these up here. So for this player over here, we already got that. So they already got the 5 coins. For this player over here, they did put the 3 cards? The 3 cards underneath that, so that's worth 6 points. So 6 points. And then we'll just put a line there because they've already got their points. Journey. So journey cards. That's these, I believe. I would think that's what these are. Okay, regardless. This one is 1 point for every 2 critters in your city. So let's see. We have 1. We had 8, I remember, so that's 4. 1 point for each hobo in your city. 1, 2, 3. So that was a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Over here. 1 point for each critter in your city. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it'd be the paw print. And then this one here, 1 for each scroll. So paw print or scroll. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So point tokens. So 3, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Pearls. Wow, he's got 9 points. I'm sorry, 6. There were 2 apiece. So 2. Wonders. Only 1 wonder built. That's worth 15. 15. Adornments. These may have been adornments. Yes, those should have been adornments. So what would journey be? Give me 1 second. I don't know why I had this. Journey's right here. I don't know why that fell out of my head. Regardless, I'm just going to swap these two. And he had 4 over here, remember? Because he had that 1 character there. I knew that, and for some reason, as I'm trying to... My brain is, I think, a little overloaded from playing the game. I broke my brain. Okay, so let's add these points up. So let's see who won. So we got 10, we got 21, we got 28, 34, 64, 64, 70 points. And 17, 20, 28, 56, 57, 58. That would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 5, 6. Whoa! 70 to 71. And hopefully I added it up right. If not, oh well. It's just to show you guys how the game works. That's all it's about. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. I know it was long. I know it's hard to fit all this on camera, but I appreciate your patience in watching this with me as I played through. So my thoughts on the game. I have a lot of thoughts, actually. I'd like to talk about the good and the bad. Let's talk a little bit about the bad first. Now, some of the bad is that it can be a little difficult at times to build the cards that you want to be able to build from your hand. And you don't necessarily start out with a decent enough engine or a selection of cards. And then it can kind of, peter you out right off of the bat, because not only are you not getting production cards to be able to gain your resources, but then you're going into spring, which is the first time you pass, you're not gaining any additional resources from those cards either. And if your opponent does, that already is going to give them a leg up, and that can be very frustrating to be on the negative end of that receiving pull, or that pull. But in the case of the demonstration, they both started out with a decent amount of production cards, and it did play out well. However, I will tell you, I did stack it a little bit towards that, just to try to make it a little easier for me so I wouldn't have to be fuddling so much. But if I didn't, it could have possibly made for a little bit quicker of an experience. The other thing that can be a little bit frustrating with this game is to try to find the characters that go with the buildings that you've built. There can be times when you will never get the characters to pop up, and it's easy also to forget about these characters to try to put them with the buildings after you construct them. That's another thing about it. I think the text is a little too small. These cards are extremely busy, and even though they're beautiful to look at, they have a lot of information on them, and it's very tiny information, and it can be very easily overlooked, and it can be a really frustrating experience for you. In this case, the tiny print here and also there to show you how many cards of this type are in the deck and which ones they can build for free. That can be a little frustrating and difficult to try to track. Plus, not to mention, that character may never even come out of the deck. That's it. Other than that, I like about this game is I think the artwork's beautiful. It has awesome table presence, as you can remember. It's seen the whole thing. The tree just seems a little bit much, but at the same time, it is absolutely beautiful to look at, and it is fun, in my opinion. I do think the expansion does incorporate well enough. I think the frog, being able to hop over there to be able to get the pearls and to use these monuments versus, just the basic events, or, the events that would be there instead, that's really cool. I like that as well. I think that, being able to build cards for free, just like 7 Wonders, after you build, so you kind of want to aim as much as you can to build production cards early if you can, and then later in the game you want to try to be able to build construction cards so that you can build your critters for free, and thematically, which is awesome, is they take residency in there, and then you put these little tokens on there to show that you've activated that building, you can't activate it again. I think that is a really awesome mechanism in the game. The components are absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it has wonderful table presence. It can take up a lot of space, as you can see. And could you imagine this being a 4-player game and all the cards would be flying everywhere? It can be a little difficult to track all of your cards. I'm trying to play 2 hands. This burnt my brain out pretty good trying to do this. Even if you're just playing one hand, it can at times be easy to miss things. Regardless, I think this is a fantastic game. I think the expansion incorporates very well, and I really look forward to see what the other expansions will do. Obviously, we got little things that are going to go all over the place on this main board, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, there are some little packs, and let's see if I can pull it up here, that do have like legendary characters that you could put in and legendary construction buildings. So if you were not playing with the expansion, you could play with these legendary cards, and they're a little bit more powerful, and they do actually increase the size of your city, so you can have an extra slot open for those. They don't recommend you play with these legendary cards with the expansion. So if you do buy the base game and you get these legendary cards, feel free, once you get a little bit more experience, to shuffle these in and have some fun with that. I love this game. It's going to definitely stay in my collection. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a lot of fun, and it has a lot more depth and meaty decisions than really you would imagine. I mean, this looks like a cute little game with cute little animals and blah, 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 but really, once you start playing, your brain is just like, oh my God, I have got to try to figure this out, and resources can become an issue of trying to get what you need to be able to try to build what you want. So awesome experience, awesome game. Like this one awful lot. And as usual, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you haven't done it yet, do me a favor, hit that like button. I need some thumbs up, please. I'm not hitchhiking. I just like to be liked. Also, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button for me. I'm always super encouraged when I see more subscribers to the channel, and it makes me want to continue making content for you to enjoy. I know this video is a little long, and like I said, I appreciate you sticking it with me. So, talk to you later. Bye-bye.